I'm speaking today out of concern for the county's lack of leadership regarding the transient crisis plaguing South County cities. The county ejected transients from the riverbed without a follow-up plan. Additionally, the county has been forced by the state to eject low-level criminals onto our streets. The county, in a sin of omission, is absolutely responsible for the growing health and safety hazard in San Clemente and our neighboring cities in District 5. In a recent response to a letter sent by 7 South County mayors, our cities were reminded that they have jurisdiction over their land use. However, this response letter fails to mention the county has jurisdiction over the unincorporated areas of land. Some of this land is located off the Ortegas and is occupied by nurseries and has other industrial uses. If used by the county to offer services and shelter to our transient population, this area of unincorporated land most likely will have a minimal impact on civilian communities. The county is in a health and safety crisis caused by indigent people suffering with substance abuse, mental illness, and often a combination of both. We cannot clump all homeless categories together. It's inhumane to combine the homeless who are economically challenged with criminal transients and the mentally ill. Let me define health and safety crisis. Human waste, biohazard, drug paraphernalia, and trash litter our bus stop benches, gutters, and sidewalks. What about the biological pathogens that we cannot see? I understand that the transient crisis has also been catalyzed by disastrous state legislation and the Ninth Circuit's ruling on Martin versus Boise. The county needs to exhibit leadership immediately. It's obvious that San Clemente has been targeted not only by the county, but by our neighboring cities who continue to dump their transient population on my town, San Clemente. I ask myself, where did all the homeless from Dana Point Harbor go? Sources who speak to the population in the Pico camp report that transients are being directed to come to San Clemente from many different cities. It is unacceptable that one city in District 5 bear the burden. The county has more ability and power than it is letting on. In the aforementioned response letter to 7 South County mayors, only 3 items are listed under the South Service Planning Area section. 2 of these items should be investigated by the county as to the efficacy of their programs. Mercy House has yet to return many phone calls and emails sent by desperate citizens. In my understanding, they were unable to meet their contracted responsibilities with the city of San Clemente. In a grand social experiment, the state of California voted to legitimize criminal behavior. Now cities like Los Angeles and San Francisco are literally under the muck. Just recently in June, San Francisco's Board of Supervisors voted 10-1 to back a pilot program that will allow the city to force severely addicted and mentally ill people into treatment. Some would argue it's an attack on their civil rights. I would argue, doesn't one need to conduct themselves in a civil manner to expect to uphold their civil rights? It's obvious being strung out, passed out, committing assault, and defecating in public are far from civil acts.